is Todd Mannebach. I'm currently in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm a former Cub Master from Michigan's Upper Peninsula, where I ran 4 Cub Scout packs. In 2005, the kids in my den started collecting tabs for a local charity, a dialysis unit at our hospital. And after about 6 months, I found out our hospital didn't have a dialysis unit. Started doing a little bit of research, and I have since found out that nobody has ever received a single moment of free dialysis time from pull tab can redemption. It's an urban myth. There's no way to stop it. Even though you're watching this video, there will be people posting comments saying that they're right. They're not. I'm right. You're wrong. People smarter than you have done research into this. The truth is that one charity, McDonald's House Charities, decided to do something about the myth. And August 8th, 1992, they started accepting tabs at 35,000 McDonald's. The money is sent, or the tabs are sent to McDonald's House on the empty food trucks that have dropped off food, transported to regional recycling centers, and then the money collected from recycling the tab is used to allow parents and families to stay near their kids at hospitals. I've been involved with the one in Milwaukee, the one in Minneapolis, and currently the one here in Des Moines, Iowa. Now, this is the way I get pull can tabs. They show up in bags, boxes, jars, and there's nothing special about the tab and the aluminum. It's made out of the same metal as the can. There's no special premium to it whatsoever. When we started our tab collection program, we registered with the President's Council for Volunteer Service Awards, and a lot of the kids have earned awards. I happen to take everything way too seriously, and I have earned bronze, silver, and gold awards in the field of recycling every year since 2002. I probably will for the rest of my life. When I joined the Scouts, I started earning these same awards in youth group leadership, and within the first 6 months I had an honor unit, and we started working on Parks and Recreation. So currently I hold the Lifetime Volunteer Service Award in all 3 categories. That is a record. I came to Iowa here, and in July I was just looking for something to do, and I had a few bags of these tabs left when I worked in Michigan, and I knew people used them for arts and crafts. I had never made anything out of these. I've done other forms of craft projects, but nothing with these. I just needed something to do. So I pulled out a bag and I started tinkering around with a set of toenail clippers, and I came up with this. It's just a simple necklace. It's made out of 200 pull tab cans off Arizona Teas, Slim Fast, and 24-ounce beer cans. But I only drink soda. Anyway, this year is about 60,000 tabs. They're in a condition that I call raw. That means they have not yet been sorted, counted, damaged tabs haven't been removed. When I get stuff like this, the first thing I do is I start pulling out all these colored tabs. These will be used for future art projects. Now, as I said, all I had made was a necklace, and this probably took me about 4 hours. If I was to start it again, this would probably take me about 2 hours, because now I got a better idea what I'm doing. And I decided I'm not going to build something small, because I remembered that on August 8th, 1992, McDonald's House Charity started this tab collection program. I also found out at work that August 9th, 2012 is the first day of the Iowa State Fair, the 20th anniversary of McDonald's tab collection program. Now, being involved with all these tabs, I found McDonald's general managers know nothing about the program. It's got to deal with all the legends, the earth, and just people who just don't know. So I decided I'm going to do something for awareness. And I decided I was going to make a building out of these. And I started making my chains. And no one really understood what I was doing. So that's how this program took on a life of its own. Now, as I said, first I sorted out all these colored flags. They will be, or tabs. They'll be used to make small art projects, which will be sold to make money for McDonald's House Charities and to pay for material I need to complete this. After I do that, I then go through and remove stuff that doesn't belong in there. These are tabs that are not made of aluminum. I find chains, screws, batteries all the time. Even found this silver ring the other day. Silver is worth 1,400 times as much as aluminum. We thank you. Other things I found in there are live ammunition and fireworks, and people really should pay a little more attention to what they're throwing in, because this stuff eventually ends up getting melted, and there have been people injured by live ammunition. The next thing I do is I go through them all and I remove out damaged tabs. Some people use pliers. They get corroded, bent. There's also a lot of varieties that I can't use. All of this material will be donated to McDonald's House Charities. In fact, about 99% of everything I get goes to McDonald's House Charities. The next stage, this is off a group about the size of what we just showed you. I pull off all the little curlies that hold the tab to the can. Now, I don't know how much is in this bag, but this is 250,000 of them. Most people don't have this much. And people say, why are you saving it? This is aluminum. Same metal as the can, same metal as the tab. This is bag number 100. I cashed in 200 pounds of this in 2009. We sent a Boy Scout to summer camp for free, paid for all of his equipment. Now, once I've gone through and removed the colored tabs, the garbage, the damaged tabs, and the curlies, this is what I'm left up with. This is 50,880 tabs, and because of all the work I've done to them, they're considered craft grade. These also sell on eBay, where you could probably end up spending $3 on 1,000, which only weighs 10.4 ounces and is worth about 24 cents. This whole group here might be worth about 10 bucks, but this is the material that I use to make my chains. Now, as I said, the President's Council has these awards: bronze for 100 hours per year, silver for 250 hours, and gold for 500 hours. This matters. When I reached the year 2012, I realized I was behind schedule. As you can see, this is rapidly taking over the house, and I tripled my pace. And on January 8th, I had earned a Bronze Presidential Volunteer Service Award in the field of arts. That is a national record. On the 23rd of January, I hit the bronze, or the silver, 250 hours. That is a national record. February 13th, 44 days, I had done over 500 hours on this. That is a national record. Before the Iowa State Fair comes, I will break the record for my 4th Lifetime Volunteer Service Award, giving me a total of 5 national records altogether. Now, the collecting of the tabs, I've just shown you maybe 120,000. In fact, I've collected 22.7 million. I am not listed in Guinness World Records, even though I hold the record for most tabs collected by an individual, most tabs collected in 1 year. The reason being, Guinness charges you $800 to be in the book. I don't need a piece of paper telling me I hold 2 world records. I got the tabs. Guinness, eat on that. Now, these chains I talk about. There's about 100 videos on YouTube which tell you how to do chainmail and chain. So I'm not really going to waste a lot of your time doing that. But what it is every tab here has been cut with a set of toenail clippers, and this gives me a series of cuts that I could just keep sliding the tabs into. It's like every 4th tab, I just rotate the chain 1/4 and I start again. Now, this doesn't look much by such a short chain, and it's still hard to understand what I mean by making a building. So, last summer, me and my dad stopped working on this. I spent 105 hours weaving chains, and he helped me out for 2 hours, and we decided to build a 1/6 scale model of what it is that I'm building. The cat wrecked it. So we got a new cat. And then we went out and we spent 140 hours building this. This is a 1/5 scale model of my building. I call this whole thing the Aluminium Cathedral, because what it is it's supposed to be a series of buildings that keeps going to Iowa State Fair as a collection point to collect tabs for McDonald's House Charities. Version 1 will be 7 feet tall, 10 by 10, and it will have 584 of these chains. Each chain is 501 tabs, and they will hang from a 5 times this size wooden frame. I am still trying to solve the problem with the roof due to the fact that I can't build a 100 square foot paper roof. I am doing this completely by myself so far. If there's any crafters in the Des Moines area, I wouldn't mind a little bit of assistance. But there's a reason I had 5,880 taps. I told you I did 500 hours in 44 days, and I want to show you exactly what 500 hours work is. This is also 50,880 taps. Now, in the course of the 500 hours, I counted out everything I just showed you in the other room, did some work on the model, and then though it took 6 days, set this up. If these were all put together, they'd probably cross a football field a couple of times. This is 1/6 of what I would use for my Aluminium Cathedral, or as they call it, the McDonald's house. The final version will actually use over 100 times this amount. But the whole reason I'm making this video is, first of all, dispel a lot of the rumors on McDonald's House charities and other charities, because, like I said, they're all bogus. When you go to the hospital, you get a bill, it doesn't say send this many tabs, it says send us cash check or Visa, not 20 million tabs. Dialysis is paid for by Medicare, Medicaid, and insurance, not tabs. McDonald's House Charity is about the only legitimate national program that redeems tabs. It is believed that McDonald's, which is not McDonald's House Charities, has collected almost 800 million tabs. That means that each McDonald's collects about 3,000 tabs a year. When you put it together, though, it's in the hundreds of millions. By the time I finish the final version of this, they will be at 1 billion. The McDonald's houses, which are a complete separate corporate entity, also collect the tabs. Nobody's ever kept records, but it's believed McDonald's House Charities has probably collected 5 to 6 times as much as the entire McDonald's corporation. A bit of irony. When you hear McDonald's has collected 1 million tabs, they got about 25,000 of them from me. I account for 2.5% of all the tabs collected by McDonald's. For me to continue this pace and to actually get into the world record books and to build the series of 13 buildings, I have to collect an enormous amount of tabs. So if you'll check the more information that's listed underneath this video, it has an address. Please, if you're sending tabs to McDonald's House Charities, send them to me first. 99% is going there anyway. And in the end, this is going to make a whole lot more money for McDonald's House Charities than your tabs will. No, you may not contact me to buy tabs. I don't sell tabs. If you're in the Des Moines area and you want to help work on this, it's about 50,000 hours work. I'd rather not do it by myself. Feel free to email me any questions. My email address is coindude49801@yahoo.com. If you're going to tell me that you're sending tabs, there's really no need to contact me. Just ship. And try to include your name in it, because there will be a scoreboard posted on the website I'm working on. Well, I hope I've given you some information. We're really happy that the cat didn't just wreck my 500 hours work, though it would have added some comedy to the video. And hope to see you at the Iowa State Fair.